T3 Media.
Okay, welcome back, guys, to another episode of T3 Media's Movie News by movie fans. I am your host, Chris Fagan. This is the weekly show where we come together to talk about movies, TV, trending topics, and share our thoughts in the positive community. Talking with me today, I'm going to start off with the one and the only Mr. Daniel Dyer himself. Daniel, what's going on, bro?
Nothing much.
Nothing much. And also joining me is Sarah Catherine of the Red.
Hello. Super zoomed in there.
Super zoom. I was just about to say super zoom.
How you doing?
Like,
how you doing?
You cannot keep her contained in that panel. She's going to just break out. Why am I doing? I'm always doing it. I'm always forgetting to turn the logo off each and every time. And I got to get my TV turned on right here. I'm having some difficulty. Guys, give me a break.
Technical difficulty.
Well, we're gonna go real quick into some topics and talk about some things that's going on in the world of movies and movie news, and then we're gonna do a tournament. We're gonna do Sarah, what was it again? A Thunderdome is what we called it, right?
Thunderdome.
We're going new game.
We're doing a Thunderdome.
Doing a new game for Thunderdome. We're gonna have a bracket breakdown of the Batman villains and Batman himself. I included, at first it was just going to be Batman and two villains, but then I decided to include a third because I wanted to include all the villains that were in the Batman movie that's coming out next week. We're celebrating that. So we're going to be posting on our Instagram, on all our social medias, and we're going to do our little brackets versus, this character versus that character. First, for round one, we're going to just have each character going up against themselves, like people who have played a certain character. Every live action version of a certain character, we're going to have you guys vote on who you like the best.
But we'll break it down at the end of the show so you guys can better understand and know where that you can vote and decide who wins. Because ultimately, this is audience polling. We have no say other than our ability to cast our singular vote. So we hope you guys check it out and stick around to the end to where you can really hear the extent of the game and how to vote and where to vote. Yeah,
but before we get into that, we got some things to talk about real quick off the top, and we're gonna go into it right now. So,
write me out.
So right now, Marvel reveals the release date of Spider-Man No Way Home on Twitter and Instagram with a fun picture of Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, and Tobey Maguire giving us that fan service in the most epic way imaginable after Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse end credit scene with multiple animated versions of the web stinger pointing at each other came out. There's been a ongoing meme of the animated version of the live action characters as well as in that same exact pose, and Marvel just revealed that they did it. So, guys, real quick, what you guys think? Did you guys see this online? What did you guys think about this?
Yes, it was fantastic. I mean, I got it right here on my phone. Just looked at it again. I wonder when they did that. It had to be like when they were
filming. Yeah.
So that was just they took so long to release it. But yeah, it was that was definitely fun to see that.
There you
hear me now?
No, we can hear you.
That's why I was wondering what the mic was.
Yeah.
But Sarah, what'd you think about that one? Did you see it?
I think it's super cute, memeing it up, more internet,
memes.
Instagram fodder.
But
memes.
And they kind of gave us that in the movie. If you know, that was that part where they were huddled up. It was almost the same thing. Like, two of them did point at each other.
I thought it was more of the scene when Ned calls out to Peter.
Which Peter? Yes.
Are you talking about him? They were trying to do
we're all Peter. Yeah, that was.
It was really only Andrew Garfield when they were on the tower, but it was basically in there in the stroll, and they're like, just like, you're talking about this Peter or that Peter? Like, I'm Peter.
We're all
Peter Parker. And like, still Peter. Spider-Man.
And real quick, so I don't know if you guys are, I think you said who's not a fan of it, who hasn't seen it? Ozark season 4. No. It's a very good show. So today
it's a great show.
They announced that season 4 is in 2 parts. Mm-hmm. It's in part 1 just released earlier this month, and now we're getting part 2 on April the 29th. So Ozark, it's a great. I am hooked. It's real quick. It's I'll let you know what, Sarah. Let's see if you can talk us into it. What is Ozark about?
So Ozark is, I'm gonna break it down in a few words, and then I'm trying not to give it away. Ozark is a family that gets themselves involved with a drug cartel with money laundering, and then they are also kind of political. They are trying to get themselves out of it. There's betrayal, there's excitement, there's murder, there's rednecks.
You had me at murder.
Yeah, there's extreme cougar action in the dating sense, and lots of thrill, international travel, and drugs.
What looks like a nuclear family gets caught up in cartel money laundering and stuff, and it gets real deep. So it's a real good show, and it's about to end. So check it out.
Netflix?
On Netflix. Yeah. On Netflix. Next, what's next on real quick?
Millie Bobby Brown.
Millie Bobby Brown just turned 18. And okay, so she celebrated her 18th birthday recently. The last season of the popular horror series Stranger Things was announced, making this a great time to celebrate.
The last 2 seasons, right?
Last 2 seasons. I'm sorry, but unfortunately, it got sullied because. And what I wrote this down. The sickies and the perves made it about them by discussing about how Bobby Brown is now, legal.
There's always somebody else to ruin it.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So and it was very similar. It reminded me of what Britney Spears went through when she was turning 18. And I got this on all these topics now on real quick. That's the reason why I haven't shouted out. This was on this website or that website. Is because you can check it out on the blog. It's on t3medias.com. It's right there. So go read about it. Go check it out. So what do you guys think about? Did you know about this? Did you know about her turning 18?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't sure.
I think it's gross. I think it's gross and it's sick. And now they're like.
You're talking about the guys who are sexualizing it, not Millie Bobby Brown being gross.
No. Congratulations for growing up and like every human does.
Yeah.
But the fact that she is now 18 years old.
And that there was a website countdown for her to turn 18. So she's gross. Legal now. Like those guys,
Right.
That's gross. So now they can publicly sexualize her instead of privately sexualize
Right,
her.
Exactly.
So it's gross.
Yeah. All right.
Anyways, I was going to say.
I hate that for her. I hate that people are fixated on her in such a way and not focused on her abilities and her career and how fantastic of a person she is. And they're just more interested in the never going to happen. They're never going to meet her. And they're never going to get to date her.
Right.
So why are they so fixated on when she's now legal to
date,
publicly sexualized?
Right. And let's be honest. I'm just gonna say it. Guys like that and people who have been doing that, they weren't mentally or even in certain pockets of close circuits, they weren't even being that private about it even before she was 18. Mm-hmm. So let's just be honest. Those guys were probably saying that way before when she turns. Yeah, right. Dude.
Well, on a positive note,
what's on the?
I mean, she's been really successful. Mm-hmm. I mean, she had to be like 13 or so.
Well, she's been acting since she was very young.
But I'm saying with Stranger Things. But Stranger Things.
Small child actress.
Mm-hmm. But,
she's been an actress.
Yeah, but I'm talking about season 1 of Stranger Things.
Right.
That was 2016?
Yeah, exactly. Around something like 15, 16.
She's probably like 12, 11
right.
in that first season. And, and then she's been on that Enola Holmes, which is now getting a sequel apparently.
Yeah.
So she's been really successful.
But moving on to the next thing, last but not least, Tom Brady.
Fantastic Beast.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro. Before that, Fantastic Beast. Sarah brought this to my attention. The posters that were released for the upcoming Fantastic Beast film. I've never seen any of them, but I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
These posters, not the trailers, not the whole thing.
The posters
There's been a trailer
gorgeous.
Yet. No, I'm talking about from the previous movies. The posters have made me more interested in this movie. Uh-huh. And then what about you guys? Are you gonna?
Is it the one where like the Firebird is flying?
I have no idea.
I've seen that one.
I've not seen any of them. I just know that Johnny Depp is not in it. So that's not happening for him.
But the poster, you seen the poster? You said it.
I've seen the posters were released. They look great, and that was the first time I was interested.
I've seen the one with the Firebird. Flying up to like the
first time I was interested. So. But the last story that came out was Tom Brady to star in a road trip comedy for Paramount. Tom Brady,
like really star,
he is the producer and the star. Tom Brady's only notable acting and comedy capabilities were from when he was a host of Saturday Night Live. He gets a lot of credit for that one sketch. So, but now Paramount for some reason is like, hey, let's.
I read about it. It seems fun. Basically, it's 4 friends on the way to the Super Bowl. To watch Tom Brady play.
Okay. Now it makes sense. If it's football, centric,
it's football related.
Okay,
especially it's like 4 people who are like unknown who are the actors going to be, or basically they're trying to get to the Super Bowl, like whatever the last one Brady won. I'm guessing.
Is he playing himself or is he playing?
I think he's playing himself.
Oh, I don't want to see that.
well, I didn't read too much about it. I just read basically it's 4 friends making their way to the Super Bowl. I don't know if it is Brady. Him playing himself or not, but basically
I know he's producing it and starring in it.
Yeah, we'll see. But
honestly, if Tom Brady is doing something, I mean, it's probably going to be good. So I'm just going to go in because how dedicated and how hard working he is, and how
he did the playoffs this year, and that didn't turn out so good for him.
We can't win them all. Yeah, he lost in.
He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. But he's not a. I mean, he's dipping his toe in the acting field. That's fine.
He was in one of the Ted. Is it Ted movies briefly?
A lot of people cameoed in that movie. He's not an actor. I'm just saying, I'm not going to break an appointment to go check it out. Right, but that's me. That's just me. I'll probably will watch it, but I won't. It'll be on a Saturday. Well, guys, let us know what you guys think about that. So, because I want to go into what we're really here about, and that is to get into this Thunderdome bracket here. And while I get my Roku working here. I want you guys to, after the show, we're going to start putting up all the polling questions and stuff, which, this Catwoman versus that Catwoman, blah, blah, blah. We're going to have it up on all of us, on Twitter, on Instagram, all of them. And we're going to take all the votes. Even if it's the same question, you can vote twice if you want to, or more than once if you want to, because I'm going to average it all out anyway. So vote on all of them.
Basically, what they're voting on is we're going and taking all of the Batmans. So any actor that has ever played Batman, we're going to, on live action, this is not cartoons, guys. So we're going to take all of those Batmans and we're going to pin them up against each other. And each time, so like Ben Affleck Batman versus...
I have to have the bracket up right now. So if you want, we can get Tom Brady out the way.
Look at it because I can't think of all the people that play Batman.
Or we can start off. Let's start off with the Batman. Let's start off with
Kilmer, George Clooney, Christian Bale, Ben Affleck, now Robert Pattinson.
So you see the brackets. They're gonna be versus each other based on your votes. That's how they get to the next level.
Yeah.
So it's very important for you to vote. If you want your favorite actor who played Batman to win all of this and ultimately then go up against the ultimate Batman villain, because with the villains, we're going to have the brackets. So all the ladies that have played Catwoman are going to be up against each other until they reach their higher bracket. And then that Catwoman character will end up going up against whatever
the winner of the Penguin and the winner of the Riddler, and then we're gonna have the ultimate Batman, and we're gonna have the ultimate villain from those 3 choices.
There's gonna be one villain that comes up against whoever made it to the top, whatever actor made
in
it
the
to
finals,
the top
in the Super Bowl of this, but in the Thunderdome.
All based on votes. We are not messing with this. We are not driving this. You guys are driving this. You guys get to decide who is the ultimate Batman and who is the ultimate Batman villain
from every live action version. If they played on a movie or a television show, live action.
So yes, guys, who is the best Batman?
Who is the best Batman?
You get to decide who is the best, and then ultimately you'll get to decide whether Anne Hathaway's Catman or whoever is Catwoman up against, Christian Bale or whoever wins as Batman, then they'll be up against each other, and then based on the votes, one of them will win. Will it be Batman? Will it be the villain? I don't know.
So let's break it down. Let's look at this bracket real quick. So
it's not just live action then.
It is live action. What are you seeing? Is there a discrepancy already?
Well, who's this first matchup up here?
Okay, so in the first matchup, I think I'm gonna do the two that's at the top and the two at the bottom. I'm gonna do that same day tomorrow.
But who is it?
Okay, so that's David. I don't know if I'm saying the name right. That's David Mazouz from Gotham, the boy who was Bruce Wayne in Gotham. He briefly got to play Batman or a version of Batman at the very end. So he sort of counts.
That's true. Yeah.
He sort of counts. He was Bruce Wayne. Going head to head with George Clooney from Batman and Robin. Then on the bottom we have the 7th seed and the 10th one. We have Val Kilmer from Batman Forever. And Glenn from is it Lane Glenn from Titans. The Bruce Wayne that's in the Titans.
Live action?
Ian Glenn, I'm sorry.
Okay, so I haven't seen all of Titans, so...
Yeah, they showed the actor who's playing Bruce Wayne or Bruce Wayne Batman.
Okay.
He's going... and then after that...
All of these will be published, like not all of them, but the first rounds of brackets will be published on all the social channels.
Mm-hmm. For you to vote, for you guys to vote on. Exactly.
And you have to vote. If you don't vote, don't be mad. If your favorite Batman...
Don't be mad when George Clooney wins because you didn't vote. But
don't be mad.
I kind of had that because the numbers went into like an odd little thing where it seems like this is like a wild card setup. Yeah. So the winners of these two will either face, and I put them up against some Titans. They're going to go. So the winner of George Clooney versus David Mazouz will go up against Michael Keaton, which on paper... Michael Keaton's got that one in the damn bag.
Adam West should be a win too.
Batman.
Yeah,
Michael Keaton Batman was nominated.
But
Adam West is classic Batman.
Adam West is classic, and he's still known and beloved because he stayed relevant because of Family Guy and things like that. So I'm expecting Val Kilmer. This is my prediction. I think Val Kilmer would win that, but it's gonna be. I wanted to make the next round very interesting. I think it's gonna be very interesting to see Val Kilmer if he wins go up against Adam West.
Oh, I think he should definitely win.
If you were voting,
he should win that first matchup.
Yeah.
He should win that first one, but if you were to speculate, and I like this conversation, it's like a sports center for Sarah. Who should win? On paper, Val Kilmer should be an easy victory for the Kilmer. The Kilmer team.
I think Val Kilmer should win. Obviously, he's a bigger name than England, so I would get that. But out of Val Kilmer and Adam West, if Adam West
it's going to be a good game.
Take that by a landslide,
there could be an upset.
My heart will hurt.
My
heart.
Don't.
Be sad.
I wouldn't count out Val Kilmer.
I think it will be closer than we expect.
I think it'll be very close.
It'll be very close.
I think it'll be very close.
And,
but Val
Kilmer, it could go either way.
Out of all the previous Batman from the 90s,
original Batman.
From the 90s Batman, the Michael Keaton is obviously the best, but I think out of the three, out of George Clooney,
he wore tights and a Speedo for us.
Who?
Adam West.
No, but I'm talking about from the 90s. The three that I like in this order is Michael Keaton, it's Val Kilmer, then it's George Clooney. Uh-huh. If I was to put George Clooney up against Adam West, I would pick Adam West.
The Michael Keaton Batman.
Who's your number one?
Keaton is one. Val Kilmer. And then Kilmer. When I was a kid, I was against them recasting. I was mad that Keaton wasn't in it. But when I saw it, Batman Forever, I saw what they were going for, and I enjoyed it. Yeah, Kilmer did his own stunts for the most part. Yeah. A lot of his own stunts. So I give him a lot of credit.
And then, of course, we had great villains in that movie.
I think we should discuss them more, like as characters, once we get each bracket voted.
Yeah. Well,
so we don't waste a lot of time talking about stuff that we're going to talk about again later.
Oh yeah, it's pretty exciting.
Yeah,
so
and of course, Batman Forever had great villains, though. Also.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the next one. Let me see if I can get this up real quick. So that's the bracket for the Batman.
The Batman.
The ultimate Batman.
And check this out, guys. You guys can get this from a website called Bracket HQ, where I made this bracket. It's pretty cool. It's very good.
Very nice.
Very nice site.
So now this is.
Am I good on my camera?
This is for Catwoman. I did the. Okay.
Very nice.
Let me see if I can.
Why don't we just roll through and just say what all the villains are? Because you're gonna post the first level brackets, and they'll be able to see their favorite actress coming out tomorrow, and then we can talk about who won. And
I didn't realize there was this many Catwomen.
So that first day tomorrow when I start putting this up there, it's going to be a lot coming out. I won't try to. It's going to be an overload, but hopefully we'll get enough votes. So in round 1 for the Catwoman tournament, we have
Eartha Kitt.
We have Halle Berry going up against Julie Newmar from the original Batman.
Okay, so the Adam West show.
West. Okay. The number 5 and number 4, we have Anne Hathaway from The Dark Knight going up against Michelle Pfeiffer.
Ooh, that one's gonna be a good one. I don't know who would win in that.
Bloodbath.
Dark Knight Rises.
We got number 3 seed and number 6. We have Cam. Is it Carmen? Is it Carmen?
Carmen.
Is it?
Yeah, from Gotham. Yeah.
Cameron.
Carmen is Carmen.
From is it Carmen?
Yeah, her name's Carmen. Yeah.
I
watched.
I can't say her last name. I think she's Russian or something.
Yeah. Well, it's Carmen from Gotham.
I did not from the TV show. Just from the TV show, I couldn't stand her at first, but every season she grew on me, and then by the end, I loved her as what's her character? Selena Kyle. Going up, but she's going up against Eartha Kitt. So I'm sorry.
Yeah, if Eartha Kitt doesn't win, I don't.
When was she Catwoman?
Eartha Kitt?
Yeah.
Like the tail end of the original series. She was the first,
so
the only woman of color to be the first woman.
Well, the first woman
on television. I mean, the first woman of color to be on a major show like that.
So the other lady was first, and then they recasted.
They recasted the original on the original series. They did it 3 times. There was 2 women who played Catwoman. That would be Julie Newmar. Okay. I have to. She's the most popular, and then Eartha Kitt was
second. Was she the second?
It's she's Julie is considered the most popular, but to me, Eartha Kitt is
who was the second Catwoman on
when
the
I
show?
When I think of Catwoman, I think of
people mostly think of Eartha Kitt, but since Julie was first,
who was the second Catwoman on the show?
Most popular. So what?
Was Eartha Kitt the second Catwoman?
Third.
She was third. Okay.
But she was the first one to like do the cat talk, talk like that, and darling. She really put her personality into the character.
Anytime I hear Eartha Kitt now, though, I think of Community because of Pierce Hawthorne.
Anytime I think about Earth, I haven't seen that episode. Anytime I think about it, I think about that movie that she did with Eddie Murphy, Boomerang, where she sexually harassed him.
It's basically it's just a quick little thing about the Community episode, especially with like they went through the alternate versions of what would happen if each person went to go to the pizza. And every version, Pierce Hawthorne says like he brings up about him and Eartha Kitt on an airplane in the bathroom together, and like every time, and the group's like, oh, gross, but like it's funny because every time in the different realities, he brings up that
situation. Yeah, hey Pierre, how you doing? I see you out there. Yeah, I had her in there, but it gave an odd number, and there was already so many Catwomen, so I decided to go with the first Catwoman and then Eartha Kitt.
So that was another one.
She was the second person to play it, but maybe I'll throw her in back. If I could go back to a wild card, but there's so many, I decided to just make it an even, an even 8. So, but it's not to insult her, but I just wanted to make it an even.
What's this
8.
last one though?
Then we had Zoe Kravitz, the current Catwoman, going up against Casey Affleck from I put BOP.
Birds of Prey.
Birds of Prey. I don't know why. I just had a brain fart. Thanks for saving me. From Birds of Prey. She played Catwoman in the Birds of Prey TV series.
Oh, okay.
So we'll see who's going to win off that round. And so let me take that out. Let's go to the next. See, let me back out. I like this Bracket HQ website. It's pretty good. And let's go to Penguin.
Let's
check that out. Let's see if I have a Penguin graphic here. Do I have a Penguin graphic? There he is.
Nice.
The guys who played Penguin. It's a short one.
Danny DeVito, man.
I'll talk about it. So first and fourth, and that's usually how they do it. They always put the best against the worst ranked. So first seed and fourth seed, we have Colin Farrell only because I only put him first because he's current.
Yeah,
he's the most recent.
Right.
Not by I didn't do that by best. But I wanted to put him up what I assume would be considered the worst, or at least would be from the first from the Batman TV series, even though technically he shouldn't. If you are a fan of the animated series, I mean, even all the way into the 90s, they modeled that character, the cartoon version, from the original Penguin.
What was the actor's name?
From Burgess Meredith. Is that how you say it right? Burgess Meredith. Okay. This gentleman right there.
Gotcha.
Number 3.
Isn't it Burgess?
Burgess. Is it Burgess?
Burgess.
And
I think it's Burgess Meredith.
That's how they pronounce it, because there was a NFL player had that last name. They pronounce it.
I'm terrible with names. I apologize for that.
I can't read it.
And then the big one, Danny DeVito against Robin Lord.
DeVito, man.
Robin Lord. Now,
Robin did really good.
He did very good.
Yeah.
And his catchphrase every time he spoke to Jim Gordon, I loved it. It almost reminded me of Smallville.
Hello, Jim.
It almost reminded me of Smallville when Lex would you would hear what's his name go. Lex. The way he would turn around, and he would always say Lex. He had that catchphrase, that hello Jim. Like I loved it. Every episode, I was always looking forward for him to say hello Jim.
Yeah,
but
he did.
But you got Danny.
He wasn't that creepy.
He wasn't that creepy. He was.
Does Pedro have to be creepy?
He was creepy in a more realistic way. Yeah. Like I could see him walking down the street, like gawking
Penguin
at girl.
Creepy.
Penguin. What was that? What's my favorite line from that movie? Penguin. Hey, don't you think that killing kids isn't that a little? And then Penguin just shoots the guy. Yeah. No, it's a lot. That's my favorite line. Out of that.
I don't know. I feel like this Penguin ended up being the Robin. What's his full name? Robin
Lord Taylor.
Yeah, Robin Lord Taylor. His Penguin was like. He ended up being like, because he rose from like being on the bottom under
in the sewers.
Jada Pinkett Smith's character.
Mm-hmm.
She was like
they were trying to bring it back to the making him a crime boss, and which is what Colin Farrell is going to do. He's
but like how like he rose from being under Jada Pinkett Smith's character
to
being
a boss. Yeah,
to like end up being at the very end. He like rose to power without the whole show, and I liked how. They had him portray the character all through this,
and they're gonna have. That's the one difference between all three of them from the Danny DeVito one.
Yeah,
the Danny DeVito was almost like a monster who rose in politics, but the other three actors who played him, he was a mob boss, or a gangster that just in the underworld, like and he owned nightclubs and things like that. So. And Danny DeVito is the one. He's the one that stands. It's Tim Burton, man. He's definitely.
I know what I'm saying. I like something about Robin Lord Taylor. Yeah, his version.
Look, if I was voting, it'd be close. But I still would give him the edge to because it's.
We'll see what the votes.
We'll see what the votes say. But I'd be shocked if Vito doesn't take that one. All right, going back to the last one. Last but not least, we have. The Riddler. So let's see. Let me put this one up. What do we have? Do I have a graphic for the Riddler?
How many actors is this? 4 actors.
Man.
Yep.
Yeah,
since there was an odd number on this one, I decided to from the TV. I have both. This is the last name, Frank and Austin. That's the gentleman who played in the Addams Family. I forgot that he was
the second pitcher.
Yeah. I forgot that he was.
He's Gomez.
He was the Riddler for a period of time. But I have Jim Carrey from Batman Forever going up against those two guys. So it's
like you're doing it together.
I have them together. Okay. Since there was just 2 actors that played them, and it was an odd number, I decided to. Right. I would have done that for it was 3, so that's why I didn't do that for Catwoman. But or maybe I should have. I don't know. But it would have made an odd number.
It's fine.
So I have Jim Carrey going up against the gentleman who played Riddler in the 60s. I have for the 3rd and 2nd seed, I have Paul Dano from The Batman, the current Riddler, going up against Corey Michael Smith from the Gotham TV series.
He did really good.
Those 2 Riddlers are probably going to be more similar because Gotham tried to be dark, and we know the Batman's going to be dark.
All right.
Jim Carrey all the way.
I like the cartoon versions too, Pierre. I love the cartoon versions, especially later on. I like there was on the video game. I forgot which cartoon it was. They were making fun of Joker saying aren't you and the Joker pretty much the same person? And Joker was like, no, he tells riddle. No, Riddle's like, no, he tells jokes. I give riddle. Like, stop confusing. We're not the same person. It was an ongoing joke about those two being the same guy. But that's it, guys. The first rounds, I'm gonna have that up on all of our social medias, whether it's Twitter, Instagram. You can also vote on our Facebook stories, on TikTok, anywhere on social medias that you can do a vote. We're going to have these characters going up against each other. And it's also going to be on the YouTube community. So you can go and vote on one or all of them. Like I said, it will be averaged out. Once again, guys, we're going to be, we have all the live action actors who played the Riddler going up against all the live action actors who played Catwoman, the Penguin, and what was the last one? I said Riddler, Penguin, and Batman and the Riddler. Yeah. So
and how long are you going to leave the polls up, Chris?
Well, it's different on certain
on Instagram. On Instagram, it's 24 hours.
Instagram is 24 hours. On TikTok, it's forever.
Yeah.
On Twitter, it's 7 days. I'm gonna once each one has like gone a full 24 hours. I'm just gonna call it at 24 hours.
Yeah.
Whatever they're all at 24. Because since some are 24 hours only, it only makes it fair that because
all of them are.
Because if you missed it on,
you're gonna release them in the morning tomorrow, Central Time at a certain time, and so the polls will close on Friday morning
for the first round, starting with the first round of from the Catwoman, Penguin, Batmans, and the Riddlers, and then every day we'll move on to the next rounds over and over. So try to remember these brackets, and I'll display them as the progress goes on throughout the day. I'll talk about the results tomorrow on tomorrow's show. I'll talk about them again on Friday's show, and then we'll have to wait till next Wednesday for the semifinals and all those.
The ultimate finale.
So are we doing all the Batman ones first?
I'm doing the first round of the
each one
first. Yeah, okay. That wild card. I'm gonna do that wild card.
I'm saying you're not gonna like do the whole Batman round. You're not gonna do the whole tournament first, or you can.
Do you want to do one fight a day?
I thought that's what I was asking. Should I just do one fight a day?
I think you should just do one fight a day. Otherwise, it'll be too much.
Then that'll take us way past next week. It'll be deep into March. By the time we get over
March Madness,
we'll call it March Madness.
Fight a day.
Hey, you got it. Hey, you know what? There you go. All right, then it's official. One a day. One character a day. Yeah. I'll do one character
a day. And ultimately, when does the new Batman come out?
March. The Batman comes out March 4th next week. So in the middle of that box office run, we'll
figure out who wins.
We'll win this.
So basically, you're gonna do the whole Batman tournament first. Is what you're saying. And then go on to the next character, or I'm
going to do all the characters simultaneously.
Okay.
So because at the end of it, all the
so basically you'll be doing one round
because there's so many Batmans that we have
character a day.
Yeah, because there's so many Batman. I got to knock that Batman one out as fast as possible.
So we'll do first round starting tomorrow.
So
Batman.
First round of every character. Tomorrow?
No, we'll start with Batman tomorrow. The next day it'll be a villain. First round. The day after that, because we have several villains that we have to go. We have 3 villains that we have to go all their first rounds, and then after we get the results for the Batman's first round, results for the Catwoman first rounds, the results for the Riddler's
and then go to
and the Penguin. Then we'll go to the next
second round of Batman. Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I definitely got to start with Batman because there's so many of them. Yeah. We got to get that out the way.
Each are going to be 24 hours, guys. So you're going to have to
check our social media
every single day. You're gonna have to log
on all 5 of your Google accounts, right? Try to manipulate
every single day.
Let's rig this election, guys. Woo! Batman 2024.
Every day. Every day in the morning, he'll post a new bracket. It's only going to be live for 24 hours.
Yeah, and
the next day will be a different fight. So vote for your characters. Log in. Pay attention. Go to T3 Media's. Vote, please.
And to give you an example of what it's going to look like, you can go to our Instagram right now at T3 Media's, and there's a poll that closed that we did with Pietro versus
Makari.
I'm about to butcher the name. And those results came out. So it's going to be something like that. It's like each one of these is going to be one character versus the other until we finally get it down to the final Catwoman, the final Penguin, the final Riddler, and the final Batman. But guys, I'm going to call it. We're a little bit past the 30-minute mark.
We did a lot better though.
We did.
Yeah.
We got through the show real quick. It was fun. I like this one, guys. If you, I forgot to tell you guys, you can check us out on podcasts. So go check us out on podcasts if you have podcasts.
Okay, but I can answer this question. Did anyone ever go to Astroworld and see the Batman Forever live show? And I did.
Oh,
I remember that.
I went to when we had a Six Flags here in Houston. I remember when we could not wait to ride that Batman ride. When the Batman ride, I think they moved it to one of the other Six Flags.
But did you see the actual show they did, though?
I did not. I just remember that Batman ride because I think it was the first roller coaster where you could kind of stand up.
I remember that too. Yeah, you're basically hanging from the track.
Yeah.
I didn't go on that, but I remember seeing the show.
It was interesting.
Yeah.
But guys, thank you guys for checking us out, talking to the medias and this whole Batman thing. I forgot to put the lower third down there. You're not even on camera. You're leaning too far.
Well, I was earlier.
Because I changed.
Out of frame, man.
There we go.
So guys, if you
when you had it wider, I was
going to go back and check out the bracket. I'm going to make other different segments on this one as well. So if you guys want to check out the whole bracket again, and then look out for it, I'll post it on Twitter, the whole bracket and everything. But look out for it on all of our social medias for you to vote. So we're going to put your results in as they come in. 24 hours for each round, for each fight, for each game. And then we'll give
every
an update.
day a new fight. So please vote
and let us know what you guys think. And then after this is all, we're gonna keep this game going every now and then. We can do other characters. We'll come up with some fun stuff.
But then go watch Batman on March 4th.
Oh yeah. And then we're gonna do what?
Then we're gonna watch Batman on March 4th.
Yeah. Oh damn. You got that right.
Batman.
All right, guys. I appreciate you guys for talking with us. Pierre, it's always good to talk to you. Welcome. What's going on, Derpy Gaming? And what's up, Y2 Germs? What's up, man? Haven't seen you in a while.
This is interesting, he says.
And,
well, I guess the whole game.
Either that or my sense of fashion, obviously. That must be what he's talking about.
Wakanda forever.
But, guys, like I said, always let us know what you guys think at all time. And if people want to find you online, Sarah, where can they go find you?
Sarah Catherine the Red. I'm mostly on Instagram. I also have YouTube and the Twits and all that other stuff. So,
and Daniel, if they want to find you online, where can they do that?
Mostly on Instagram, either at Dire Situation 10 or Dire Cosplay.
And guys, if you want to find me, you can go to Chris W. Fagan on all the social medias or at T3 Medias. We're always monitoring that. Remember to follow us on all social medias. Like I said, send us your questions, your comments, your concerns. Take care of your mental and your physical health at all time and be prepared. And until next time, guys,
I'm Batman.
Bye.
Our supporters help make all this content possible, so make sure you check out our Patreon page so you can help us bring you the content you want.
Push the pedal to the freaking metal. I'm turned up just like heavy metal. Yo. Turned up on another level. Push the pedal to the freaking metal. I'm turned up just like heavy metal.